Eric, a lifelong Fort Wayne Railroad worker is recovering after suffering a heart attack and stroke earlier this year.
Today, Gary Bensman reunited with the Nickel Plate Road 765 locomotive for the first time since his health emergency. And 21 Alive reporter Eddie Rexedler joins us in studio with the story.
Heather and Linda, the word legend was thrown around a lot today when people were describing Gary, and after learning a little bit of his history, I understand why.
It became clear to me the first days of my therapy that they were going to teach me to walk again, and we're making progress with that.
When you're recovering from something like this, it really is that grounding factor that calls you back home. You know, this engine is home for Gary. I think that every time that anyone looks at this engine, there's been so much work that's been done because of Gary's knowledge, his hand in preservation. That's why this engine is running today.
Back in February, 70-year-old boilermaker Gary Bensman suffered a heart attack doing the job he loves, followed by a stroke.
He was in intensive care and in a coma for maybe three to 4 weeks, and nobody really knew whether he would survive or whether he would have any cognitive function.
To the joy of many, Bensman's recovery is progressing nicely. He says the secret is simple.
Never give up. Yeah, that's always been one of our creeds, and never give up, never, never, ever, ever, don't you ever give up.
But the consequences from an event like this are not just physical, but also financial.
We have many people in our society who don't have adequate insurance or insurance, and some of those people, many of those people have provided a great service to our country and our community, and they need help, and Gary's one of those people.
And so members of the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society set up a GoFundMe to help cover the costs of Gary's treatments and physical therapy.
Through the GoFundMe, we've been able to generate some funds, but he's still in need of more assistance so we can get his recovery taken care of.
Today, Bensman was reunited with his first love, the Nickel Plate Road number 765 locomotive, the first engine he ever worked on.
Coming from someone only here for 10 years, knowing that this was his first engine, with the amount of time that he's put in, I cannot even begin to quantify the emotions and the impact that this has had on him.
A good friend of mine, his quote is, that's the most beautiful locomotive that God ever put on this green earth. And it is so many things all put together and right there for everybody to see.
As of today, the GoFundMe has raised nearly $45,000 with a goal of $60,000. And you can find the link to it by clicking this story on 21alivenews.com. Reporting in studio, Eddie Rexedler, 21 Alive News.
Thank you.